More. I think last year I had like 4. I think now I had like 7, 6.5, 7 features in like for the past few years.
How old are you right now?
24. I'm turning 25 next month. This month, June, no?
Yeah.
At the end of June, I turn 25.
It's a lot of work in a short time.
Yeah, but I don't think about it. I mean, for me, I don't keep count of how many, like I don't know how many shorts I did. I don't exactly know how many long films I've already done. Sometimes I forget one film and what, but for me, it's always important the last one. I don't know, just personally, I always think about the last one, and it's like a personal process, so... No, but like a lot of people compare my films with Pichapong, and I don't know, but for some reason, maybe people talk about it, but people never articulate on it. They always have the conclusion that my films are like Pichapong's films, and no, but I just want to share my feelings about this.
Cool.
For me, no, because people like, especially like in the Western, I don't know, publications, media, whatever, they always, it's like it should be like a fact, that because your films are strange, and you always talk about the jungle, and you have like a documentary aspect to it, and I think a lot of critics, programmers, journalists, whatever, are just so lazy, and they always tend to compartmentalize so easily these things, aesthetics, cinema, and for me it's dangerous, because you always lose a lot of ideas, questions, so many details that you lose. It's a special film for me because number one, the way I did it is very significant for me, because my parents just gave me a camera for Christmas, and I was still studying in college, and I wasn't really like the type who talks to a lot of people or watches a lot of films. I just try to go to school and I go home, or sometimes I sit around and just watch people. And but deciding to just go there with just little money, with knowing no one. This place is not really like a tourist place. When I got there, I had to contact people and I had to stay in like houses. For me, it was like a personal process, because I felt really lonely in school, and to push this loneliness, like to go in isolation in a place that you don't know anybody, you don't speak. Of course, they speak my language, but they have their own dialect, and a lot of the things I miss, and just to be isolated and like push yourself in an extreme place, it was special. And the only friend I had in some ways was the camera, so I had to create a relationship to people to this thing that doesn't have a life, that has a battery, that doesn't talk back, or for Auto Historia, I'll just tell quickly the story. I made, originally I had made the colored part, which is more or less the story about the two brothers who are kidnapped and taken to the woods and this.
Mm-hmm.
And this was really the original idea in the script. I mean, the script is like just this, like a piece of paper.
Cool.
I really just wanted to shoot this. In the end, when I was editing and I was cutting, because I wanted it to be like very structural, like it was very specific. I wanted to do like 10 minutes, 9 minutes, 8 minutes, 7 minutes, 6 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
In the end, of course, it doesn't work out, and I had to adjust, and it was like an organic thing, you know, like however it works. Like, okay, let's not do like a very formal work, you know, like let's abandon this and let's do something else. So, okay, I did this, and I ended up with like 60 minutes, and in the end, I felt like what do you call this? There's something lacking in the film. So I thought about this idea because I wanted to make a film maybe way back about, because I always take this route, is from Kevin's apartment to my apartment, and I always try not to take a taxi or whatever, and I finish like smoking always like one pack of cigarettes every day, just walking and walking and walking and walking. So I wanted to shoot this, and for some reason I thought the idea of this and the idea of the film about these two brothers, first, I don't know, it's like A plus B equals something. So I just wanted to try this thing, and it had chemistry, and it happened. So yeah, I mean, it's like a personal decision, and you know, it's something that I cannot explain. Of course, I can talk to you about, I shot it on high 8, I really wanted this look, and because this look evokes a feeling of this and that, but I'm not going to bore you about this because you can think about it, or some other critics can think about it. For me, what's important is that I felt that these two parts are like perfect marriage. I don't know, like love, like